Hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Michaela and I make diamond painting videos here on this channel. And today I'm back with the third installment of my diamond painting community chat series. And today I'm here with the lovely principal painter, Kara. Hi, Kara. Thank you for joining me.
Hello, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for
I'm
having
so, so excited to have you. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and what kind of videos you make on your YouTube channel.
me. Okay, I am, as the title of the channel says, I am a retired principal. I am in the Houston area. As far as my YouTube journey, it started back in 2020. Imagine that, 4 years on the channel. Um, my videos mainly consist of unboxings. I do go live every Monday at 6 o'clock Central. I have started really integrating more tutorials and how-tos because I know we have a lot more new folks to the diamond painting world. And I just remember when I started watching YouTube videos, I had no clue about anything I was doing. So I've started integrating a lot of those. And I do a lot of new product discoveries, ways to save money, that kind of thing. I do, and I haven't said anything yet, but I do have plans. So I'm going to kind of break the news here, if that's okay. I have plans to start a new segment on my channel. It is going to be a whip and chat style, but just a little bit different. So I'll be premiering that. I go on my retreat this weekend, the Lone Star Retreat. So I'm excited about that, but I will be premiering that the Wednesday after the retreat. I'm going to start twice a month with this and just see how people like it. And if they like it, I may go more often, but I'm just going to start out twice a month. So yeah, that's an exciting new piece I'll be adding.
That's awesome. I think this video might go live after that ends up happening, but obviously I'm gonna leave everything linked down below. So obviously check out our channel, obviously down below. But yeah, I think it'll come up after. But that's really awesome. That's exciting. Tell us a little bit more about your diamond painting backstory.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I was a pandemic diamond painting, the pandemic birthed my diamond painting. I grew up in a very crafty household. My mother was just the ultimate crafter, all the things, stained glass, macrame, painting, sewing. I mean, you name it, she tried it. And I was not the least bit interested at all. I had more important things to do. I had my hair to do. I had my friends to go see. School stuff. She tried and tried to get me to sit down and do anything crafty. Nope, not interested. So when in the middle of the pandemic, Facebook, there was an ad, and I'm like, well, what's this? And so, ordered a couple of cheap Amazon kits and got hooked. And the rest is history. I've been diamond painting ever since, and absolutely caught the bug and love it. So
That's awesome. I feel like a lot of people definitely came from pandemic time, and I actually was not a pandemic diamond painter, but pandemic colorist. That's the hobby I picked up during the pandemic, and then found diamond painting and like beginning of 2023. But I feel like it's always the pandemic. It's always the answer, I feel like.
get it bored out of our mind. So we may as well do
Right?
something productive. So
Exactly. What is your number one unicorn kit?
I read that question, and of course, I've watched your two other interviews with Courtney, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and Diamond Painting and Dr. Pepper, who I love both of those ladies dearly. And I thought about it, and I have my two unicorn kits. Anybody that knows me knows that my ultimate favorite artist is Dakota Dateweiler. I'm a Dakota girl all the way. My husband can put me on a no buy, and if a painting comes out of hers, I'm like, I'm so sorry, that's just not happening. But my big, huge unicorn was Eden, and I was very lucky. I found Eden on a D stash, and there was that I got it for a very reasonable price. And then my other unicorn was Angel of Justice that Craftably had put out from Dakota, and you couldn't find it. It was they stopped producing it. But again, another sweet person in the community sold it to me. So I have found my unicorns. I mean, there are things that come up that I will take a look at on DStatch, but those were my two big ones. So I'm very lucky that I found them.
That's awesome that you were able to find them. I know it can be really hard, so that's awesome.
Yeah. And when you find them, it's finding them, but finding them at a price that's not just insane. So
yeah. Yeah, no, seriously. And like I get it, like you can sell them for a lot more money because people it's a desirable painting, but it's also like help a girl out. Don't do that.
oh,
Are you a square or a round person?
I'm an extremely eclectic diamond painter, square or round. If I like the painting, I don't care. I will do it. In fact, I am known and people laugh their heads off at me because I don't read. Obviously, I don't read. I'll order a kit and not know whether it's square, round, or I'll get it and it's like 95 by 70. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's huge. And people are, Sarah, you didn't read what size it was, or no, I just wanted it. So I bought it. And people are like, Sarah, you got to read. So I'm both. I think if somebody forced me to make a choice, I would choose squares because I just feel like it's more crisp. The image is more crisp when you finish it, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. What is your favorite special drill to work with?
That is so hard. Because I love all the DP with sparklers things. Fairy dust, pixie, all the dust is lovely. I think I would have to go with an AB crystal. I just think they're absolutely beautiful. DP with Sparklers puts out AB crystals. They're crystals, but they have an AB coating on them. They're just beautiful. I love them.
I don't think I've definitely never seen one in person because I've never purchased those, but that sounds gorgeous. And I might have to go take a look after this. The more you know.
Yeah.
What is your favorite theme to diamond paint?
I'm a very eclectic person, landscapes, fantasy, but I will tell you in looking at what I have diamond painted and looking back in my logbook, I did some homework after I read the question. I'm like, what is my favorite type of diamond painting? I would have to say more portrait. I like faces. I like expressions on faces. I like a lot of different types. And a lot of different, genres. I like fantasy, again, landscapes, all that. But I'm the diamond paintings that I have gone to the most have been portraits, people's faces.
Nice, very nice. What is the biggest diamond painting project you've ever worked on? Whether that be like the size, the number of colors, whatever you just define as like biggest project.
Easy. I'm doing it right now. It is a painting from the one with the diamond art. It's called Owl. It's by Jacoby Art. It is the most confetti laden. I'm changing colors like every 2 drills. It's super challenging. I love it. I have a love-hate relationship with that canvas. But it's one that I'll do a section. And when I'm talking a section, I mean, I am talking a section of like this big. Okay. And then I have to put it down. I have to put it away or I can feel burnout coming. And I've been very fortunate. I've never suffered from diamond painting burnout, but I have to put it up. And I've given myself some grace on this one because like right now, I haven't worked on that project in probably a month because I started my Drills and Chills project. Then I just, I got in a mood and I wanted to do one of the Distracted by Diamonds Halloween baby. So I finished that, had a great time doing that. Then I was going to go back to my Drills and Chills project. Well, Marissa who is the Crafty Heifer, she contacted me, and she's in charge of the Lone Star retreat that I'm going to. It's a retreat in Texas. And she's there. We're celebrating our 5-year anniversary of that retreat. And she said, Kara, do you have the diamond painting from year 2? And I've cataloged all of my diamond paintings in my stash that I have in storage. So I was able to find it easily. Well, she wanted me to do it. And I found it out like September 13th. And it was a 60 by 80, but it's around, and it was lots. I'm tired of white. I don't ever want to see a white diamond again, but I finished it. So now I'm back to drills and chills, but my poor owl, excuse me, my poor owl project has been sitting there like, are you ever coming back? Hello. But I just give myself a lot of grace with these projects, but that's going to be the hardest diamond painting I probably have ever worked on. But I think it's going to be beautiful when I'm done.
How long have you been working on it, like up until this point?
Oh, Lord, when did I start that thing? 3 months ago.
Okay.
I've gotten, I'm like a corner done. I tell you, the confetti is just, you go cross-eyed because it's just it's a computer render. They're starting to hand render their images, but it's just crazy. But when I stand back, it looks fantastic. So again, love-hate relationship, and I can only work on it just a little at a time.
It'll be so worth it. Slow and steady wins the race. It's never a race. It'll look so good. It'll look so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. Is there a kit in your stash that you are most looking forward to working on?
Yes. I had this plan this year, and greatest laid plans sometimes don't work out. I've stuck to, I would say I've stuck to this plan about 50-50. Okay. So at the beginning in January, I thought, okay, I'm going to pull some kits. I'm not going to, I know there's some creators that plan out month to month what they're going to work on, and I'm going to work on, well, I just can't do that because my plans get blown up all the time. So I got literally some cloth laundry hampers from Amazon, and I put kits in there that I would like to work on this year. And like I said, about 50% of the time I do reach for those. And then other things have come up where I've reached for other kits, but the kit in that particular stash in my to do this year stash that I'm most looking forward to working on. I've never worked on a Margaret Morales. I really love to get one of those done before the end of the year. I love her art. I think it is phenomenal. I have all of her pieces that she has put out through Diamond Art Club. I know she was licensed with maybe 1 or 2 other companies, but all of her Diamond Art Clubs I have purchased, and I really want to work on one. Have you worked on one?
I'm actually currently working on Inside Watery Eyes. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. The one down here, actually, you can see it a little bit.
Yeah. What a coincidence. Yeah. I'm excited to start one of those. I just think she does beautiful work.
It's so pretty. I have most of them. I think I'm missing like maybe 1 or 2 at this point, but they're so pretty. And I get nervous anytime I see one Margaret Morales release. I'm like, oh no, that means we're just gonna get like a few weeks worth of Margaret Morales.
I know. Well, and I just, again, the way that Diamond Art Club renders that watercolor, which has got to be difficult, is just amazing to me. So
good. But what inspired you to start creating content on YouTube?
This is an interesting story, and people have heard it before, but it's funny. So Crafts with Crashly. Are you familiar with Crashly?
Yeah.
Okay. She is one of my favorite people on the planet. I love her so much. She and I were actually, history. We were at the very first Lone Star retreat in 2020 together, and we were sitting outside on the porch, and she made mention, she said, Kara, you're so funny, and you're, whatever, you need to start a channel. And of course, Crashly already had her channel, and I'm walking into this retreat, and I'm a diamond painter. Don't have a channel. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so-and-so. And I watched their channel, and, and I said, oh no, I'm not going to start a channel. And she goes, well, you already have a YouTube channel. And I said, no, I don't. I don't have a YouTube channel. Again, I'm a little techno challenged. And I didn't realize that whenever you start interacting and being on YouTube in any capacity kind of starts a quasi channel. She's like, let's get on. So she gets on with me. She's like, you've already got 8 subscribers. looked at her and I died laughing. I said, I'm the Paris Hilton of YouTube. I have no content, nothing I have said, nothing I have done, and people have already subscribed to me. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I was laughing her head off. So that's kind of how I started. And she just kept pushing me and pushing me. And, you know, sometimes it just takes someone to just believe in you a little bit and push you. And, you know, I have decided in this journey that I will pay that forward. And I have pushed people too and said, why not start it? You know, people appreciate, you know, people that are like them. People like to watch different types of creators for different reasons. And I have never forgotten that Crashly gave me that push and that encouragement. And so I always try to pay that forward with people. So that's kind of what inspired me and what got me started. And then Robin of Patty Wax and Distracted by Diamonds, who's a dear friend, she did my intro outro. I mean, I was talking to her one day and I'm like, I don't know, all these people have music. And she's like, oh, hang on. And she sends me, so that dun, dun, that whole thing, that's her. She created that. So so yeah, that's what kind of started it.
That's an awesome story. Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. I guess moving on to a few random questions. Are you more of a dog or a cat person?
I would say I'm an animal person as a whole. I'm an animal lover. I've owned both dogs and cats. We have an English bulldog. Her name is Bella. Oh my God, yes, she is. She's a princess. She really is. She has us trained. She's a rescue. But I like cats too, but I would say I'm more of a dog person, but I am an animal lover. I really like them all. So yeah.
Very nice. Kind of switching gears a little bit, but since we're in October when this is getting uploaded, we're filming this in September, but it's all good. And Halloween is coming up. What was your favorite Halloween costume that you've ever worn?
This one is an easy one for me. You know how you have vivid childhood memories and then some stuff you just can't even recall. Okay, again, my mother was crafty. She was the crafty person. And she made me a Queen of Hearts Halloween costume.
Awesome.
I was probably 6 or 7 at the time. And I remember she, you know, most of the, you know, she did other costumes for us, but you know, we were like other kids. We had the plastic Halloween costumes and the masks and all that. But that year she made me this, it was a black cape, and she found red metallic hearts. She put it all over the cape, and it had the high collar, kind of like the Queen's collar. And she put my hair up and she did my makeup. I mean, it was just a big to do. And our school had a Halloween festival. And I remember walking in that festival just feeling like I was the queen of the world, you know, because she had done this costume for me and just took a lot of time on it. So that, I think, was my very favorite Halloween costume.
That is awesome. I love that. What is your go-to order at a coffee shop during the fall time?
You're going to laugh at me. I am completely basic. I am so basic at Starbucks during Halloween. Pumpkin spice latte. I mean, I'm basic. I love it. And what's sad though is at Christmas, they used to have gingerbread and they've discontinued it. I'm so sad. Now I do peppermint mocha. So I'm a really basic seasonal coffee orderer. I do love my pumpkin spice latte. I wait for it to come out. So yeah, I'm not really interesting.
Look, I order the same thing. I'm also a pumpkin spice latte girl.
Yep. I just love
it. You can't go wrong. It's a classic.
Yeah, it is. And it tastes so good. So they better not ever stop making it, because I wait for the fall to start to go get it.
That would be a sad day, the day Starbucks discontinues their pumpkin spice latte.
Yep. Absolutely.
Do you have any other crafty hobbies?
I do. I don't know that I'm good at them, but I always say I'm not good at them yet. You know, we're all a work in progress where crafting is concerned, and practice. I love to color. I do. I have a lot of coloring books. Love to do that. Lots of, you know, different markers, colored pencils, just depending on the coloring book and what it entails. I probably am best at colored pencils when coloring, just because markers bleed, and I haven't mastered that skill yet. And I also cross stitch. I am, I like to do that. I'm not a complicated, I don't cross stitch on Lugana or linen or any of that. I have not made it there. I'm just an Ada cloth girl. In fact, I'm taking a cross stitch project to the retreat, so I'm hoping to be able to stitch a little bit, but that bug has to kind of hit me. So it depends. I also love, I watch a lot of YouTube DIY crafts that you can get Dollar Tree stuff and make really pretty stuff for your house. I love doing that as well. I've made several wreaths and several just shelf sitters, and collected a lot of the things. So Marlon's like, are you going to keep making those things, or are we just sitting here with carts full of ribbon and greenery and dried flowers? And yes, I promise I'll get back to it.
That's the nice thing about hobbies, though. Like, it could just come and go, and you can pick it up in a year from now, and it's all fine.
Yeah, except for the storage. I'm just struggling with the storage.
That's fair. There's never enough room for anything.
No.
You think that'd be a sign? Maybe I should stop buying, but it never is. It actually never is.
Exactly. I would ignore, if that sign ever popped up, I would promptly ignore it. So
Exactly.
what? I didn't see that. Sorry.
Right? Oh, seriously. Do you have any non-crafty hobbies?
I love to read. I'm an Audible person because I can listen and diamond paint at the same time. Alyssa, the diamond painting accountant, and Katie of Diamonds and Washi have gotten me into what they call ACOTAR. If you're hip and cool, it's ACOTAR, Court of Thorns and Roses. So I'm on the second book of that, which is quite interesting. Love that, but I've always loved reading my whole life. I love to walk. I don't walk on a treadmill. I've never owned a treadmill because I just find that's a waste of time. You don't get anywhere. I like to get outside. I like to get outside and see where I'm going. Other than that, I mean, these hobbies just take up a lot of time. So
I know. Yeah.
love to travel. I will get on a plane, train, or an automobile and go anywhere. I love going new places. That's the reason why I love these retreats, but I love to travel as well.
That's awesome. Switching gears, I guess, a little bit again. Who is your favorite musical artist?
That's a hard one because music is such a big part of my life, but I'm going to have to go with Freddie Mercury.
Ooh,
Singer of Queen. He had a range of 7 or 8 octaves. And what I loved about him was he was such a showman. He could have the audience in the palm of his hand. If you have not seen that Live Aid performance, and I think it was 82, it's like one of the best performances I've ever seen. And I never saw Queen live. And I think Adam Lambert, the new lead singer of Queen, is doing a fantastic job. I love Adam Lambert and his voice and everything else, but Freddie, I think, would have to be my favorite. I just love him.
That's a very solid answer. I love it. Going along that line, what is the first concert you ever went to?
I was in 8th grade. We lived in Williamsburg, Virginia. We went to the Police Ghost in the Machine tour. I'm really dating myself here. And the Go-Go's opened up for them.
Oh, fun.
So the Go-Go's and the Police. But I've seen the Police several times in concert, and they were really good. The Go-Go's, I only saw that one time. They were fun, but that was the first concert, and my poor father took us. So he had 3 screaming preteen girls in the car and at the concert, and the poor man suffered through that concert so much. Normally it's the kids pretending not to know the parent. My dad was pretending he didn't know us because we, but we had a great time.
That is so funny. That's like it's such a universal experience too. Like your first concert when you're like, 10 or whatever and dragging your parents along. Mine was Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana, like that concert, and I
Oh,
dragged my dad along.
absolutely. Absolutely. I watched, believe me, my kids, we watched Hannah Montana all the time. So yeah, that was fun. That was a fun time.
Such a good love Miley.
Yep. And even now, she's great.
Right? I know. Agreed. I guess one more question to wrap this up is if you could give one piece of advice to somebody looking to start a YouTube channel, what would it be?
I have been asked this question a lot. And I could sit all day and talk to you about lots of different things that I would say to somebody starting a YouTube channel. But I think everyone always says, be yourself. I would change that up and say, be uniquely you. And by that, I mean, be authentic, be real. I think we get sometimes that I see anyway in the diamond painting world. I think everyone feels like they have to know everything and diamond painting needs to be a perfect experience and no one messes up. And I know the best way to do it and all of that. But I really feel like people in this community, because they've told me, and I watched what people I'm kind of, I'm a student of social media too. I watch what people are asking about and talking about, what have you, and that kind of drives the content of my channel. But people appreciate authenticity. Mm-hmm. If you can give people permission to not know and mess up and ask questions and know that, I don't care if they think, well, she's got a YouTube channel, she should know what the heck she's doing. Well, I do. I know what I'm doing, but that doesn't mean I'm perfect. And that doesn't mean that there aren't times when I put the wrong drill down on the wrong symbol and it's a complete disaster, or I spill drills all over the place. That happens. And I think when we as creators demonstrate that it's okay and we're authentic and go, you're talking to the camera and go, man, I really screwed that one up. It helps people to be comfortable and go, you know what, if she's okay with it, then I'm going to be okay with it too. Yeah. So I think just be authentically you and just be real and, talk to people about, this was a complete disaster, but this is what I did to fix it and make it better. And you're going to help people.
That is awesome advice. Thank you. Thank you, Kara. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was a ton of fun.
Yes, I had a great time. Thank you for having me. And, best of luck with your channel. And I've just, like I said, I've enjoyed watching you and I've watched several videos and I'm just grateful that you wanted to have me on.
Of course. I love your channel so much. So I knew you were someone I wanted to have. So yeah. All right, guys, I will leave all of the socials linked down below. So definitely go follow and subscribe, all the things down below to Kara's information will be down below. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below if you're not already. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.